You're listening to The Ride to Work with Pastor Fred. Fuel for your faith before you clock in. Enjoy the ride.
Good morning, family. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us for The Ride to Work. I am Pastor Fred, and I just want to talk to you this morning about detours and delays. That's what we'll discuss on our ride this morning. Detours and delays. Sometimes God's route takes longer, but saves your life. I like that. Listen, you ever been driving somewhere and the GPS says 20 minutes, but somehow you end up rerouted and it takes about 40 minutes? I mean, you start talking to the GPS like it can actually hear your frustration. You're like, now why would you send me this way? But you know what? Sometimes God does the same thing. He'll reroute you, but it's not to waste your time, but it's actually to save your life. We're going to look at Exodus 13, 17 through 18, should I say. And we're just going to paraphrase it a little bit. It said, God did not lead them on the road through the Philistine country, though that was shorter. So God led the people around by the desert road. This story takes place when the children of Israel, they're exiting Egypt, this mass exodus. Moses is leading them out of captivity, out of bondage. And God had already said that he was going to be leading them to the promised land, the land of Canaan, the promised land. But he didn't take them the direct route. He took them the long way. If he would have took them the direct route, it was like an 11 days journey. But it ended up taking over 40 years, and here's why. First of all, because God realized that they were not equipped to handle what was up ahead on the direct route. Philistine country, those were very powerful enemies of Israel. And he realized, although even in that scripture it said that he equipped them for battle, he was basically stating that they were in the formation of battle. They looked like they could fight. They were organized like they were in fighting position. They were marching out of Egypt like they were in fighting position, but they really had no fight in them. So he realized, because once they faced any type of opposition, they would want to turn around and go back to Egypt. So God had to take them another way in order to save their lives. And that's what we have to realize when we look at that scripture. Sometimes the shortcut is not a setback, is a setback, should I say. And the long way is the lesson. Understand that. Your delay, when God delays us, it's like divine protection in disguise. We don't know why he's doing this. We don't know why he's taking us this way. But we realize that it's what's best for us, and it's in disguise, because it looks like we're wasting time. It looks like we're losing time, or we're losing ground, when actually the lesson is in the long way. Maybe God didn't let your relationship work. Just saying, but maybe because he saw the wreckage that was up ahead. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Maybe the job didn't call back, because he probably knew that the stress would destroy your spirit, the stress of that job. And I know some of us, we have some stressful jobs, some stressful occupations, and sometimes, it can weigh on your spirit, so much so to where you don't even look like that child of God that you are. You don't have that joy in your eyes, in your countenance anymore. And God sometimes knows that stuff. So you got to stop treating these divine detours like they're demonic attacks. They're not demonic attacks. We like to put a lot of stuff on the devil. Come on, don't we do that? We blame the devil for a whole lot of stuff, when it's really God that's really sparing our lives and trying to develop us into a better us. And that's what we have to realize. Now, if we want to be real about it, if it's taking you longer, if it's taking longer for you, it may be because he's building in you what cannot be rushed. There are some things that he's developing in you that just takes time. I know you want what you want when you want it, but it's some things that just takes time. Don't curse the construction zone. Don't do that. God's working on the road, but he's also working on the driver that's on the road. I like that. So just understand that. So we're just going to make this declaration today along our drive as we start this day. We just want to say, look, today I trust the route even when I don't recognize the road. Just say that with me. Today I trust the route even when I don't recognize the road. I will not panic in the pause nor complain in the delay. God's direction may detour me, but it will never destroy me. Now you say that and you make that declaration today before you punch in, and you understand and see that sometimes God's detours, they're not to, how can I say, set you back, but they're actually to teach you a lesson, and he's actually saving your life. You be blessed out there. And I appreciate you guys for riding with us, and understand when patience turns into power, keep your faith in drive, your eyes on purpose, and your peace in park. God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you next time.